Hello friends, next we have one simple program on pointers. See the program to illustrate pointers and address operators and how to obtain a value of a variable from its pointer. So include the header file. Now declare one normal variable int y is equal to 78. This is the normal variable. Then I am having two pointer variables here. Int star ptr y is the first pointer, int p is the second pointer. So first pointer is assigned with ampersand y. It means pointer star ptry is having the address of y. Then star p is there. Star p is also having the address of y. It means both the pointers are having the same address. Next, use some printf statements here. Printf address of y is equal to percentage p new line ampersand y. See what will be the output of this statement in the sense. You can observe here first line output is this one. Address of y is equal to 12ff7c. It means percentage p is the conversion code which prints the address in hexadecimal format. Okay now, so ampersand y address is going to print here. Next printf statement, star ptry contains is equal to percentage p new line ptry is there. Observe here ptry is there. So this is nothing but it is also going to print 12ff7c. Why? What is the reason? See ptry where it is here. Ptry is equal to ampersand y, but star is there here. So when we have only ptry here, it is going to have a address of y. Address of y that is going to print here. Same thing we have got. Next, p contains is equal to percentage p. P is what? Here the pointer. P contains how much? P contains what? Ampersand y. Ampersand y is nothing but the address. Again this statement is going to print p contains 12ff7c. So all these three statements prints the same value, address. Next you see, next three printf statements, observe properly. Star ptry contains percentage d new line star ptry. See the difference between this star ptry and this ptry. Here we are having star. So when we have star here, the star is going to pointing to the content of the location. So it prints the value which is stored in that location. See star ptry is equal to ampersand y. In this address location, what it is having? 78. Diagrammatically I can show like this. See y is having 78. ptry is a pointer. So this is pointing to this one. It means it is having ampersand y. Got it? Only ptry means address. If I have star ptry, it means if I am printing star ptry, it is going to print the content which is stored in this ampersand y location. So I'll get the output 78. Same way, star p contains 78. It means this statement star p contains is equal to percentage d, star p is there. See when we have a star along with the variables, the content is going to display. Got it? Star p means what? Star p is pointing to same location. One more pointer variable you are having p. This is also having address of y. When you have pointer here, this is pointing to this one. Got it? So if I print only p, address will be print. If I print star p, the content will be print which is stored in ampersand y. Got it? See the star p contains 78. Next, star ampersand y contains is equal to percentage d star ampersand y. Ampersand y means what? The address of y. Address of y means this location, right? Say address is 1000. Here if I use star ampersand y means in this ampersand y location, what is the content is there that it is going to print. How much? 78. So output of this statement will be 78. So this is what one basic program. Got it? So next we have some of the topics here to discuss. That is, see, dangling pointer. What is a dangling pointer? A pointer variable which does not contain a valid address is called dangling pointer. It means you are going to declare one pointer variable here, int star p. So memory location diagrammatically we can show here, this box, it is p. So when we declare a pointer and this pointer is having no address here, like in the previous example, ampersand y, ampersand x, we were assigning no. So here we are not assigning any valid address. So this type of pointers are known as dangling pointers. These pointers are having no valid address. So some garbage value or address is going to be occupied by this pointer. So we can call these are all dangling pointers. What do you mean by null pointer? Next topic. Null pointer, it is defined as a special pointer that points to nowhere in a memory. If it appears too early in the code, then it's better to assign null value to the pointer. Suppose you will be having some programs using pointers like, so when you are using pointers like that, you can use # include stdio.h. So after that immediately you can say int star p is equal to null. So why we are declaring null in the sense, in the code, if you are having a pointer and it is not pointing to nowhere in the memory location, it is always better to assign with the null value. Why? Because suppose you may sometime have to check the pointer like this. If pointer is equal to null, you can print condition true. According to this statement, condition true, so that you can print a message p does not pointing to anywhere in the memory location. Suppose in case if your pointer is not null, it means it is pointing to some location. You are having some other values of like y, something like that, and you have assigned that one to the pointer called p. At that time it says that your pointer is pointing to some location. Correct? See this type of one. You are having a pointer and you have assigned some value to that pointer, so that this is now pointing to some valid address location. That time you can say that your pointer is equal to null. No, false case. When this is false, we can print one more message that we can access the p value, or the pointer is pointing to some valid address. So this type of messages you can use in your coding part. So this is what the dangling pointer and null pointers. Now how to write a programs